What is going on, everybody? Project Rodrod here, and it is time for our third stop of the season. Just a quick reminder, don't forget to check out my Patreon for early access and exclusive content. Link on screen and in the description below. But this is our leaderboards going into our third stop. As you can see, Whiplash taking back that lead with 45 points. Son of a Digger in second with 44. Crush Station in third with 34. Wartweiler in fourth with 33. Gas Monkey Garage in fifth with 30. And Stone Crusher in sixth with 24. But let's go ahead and get qualifying going. Marcus Kane and Stone Crusher being the first truck out for qualifying here in Greensboro tonight. Now this track is going to be different from the tracks we've seen so far. It's going to be tricky, and I know the officials are going to be a little more lax when it comes to, disqualifications and whatnot. Stone Crusher, I don't even know what to say. Trouble early on for Stone Crusher. That's going to hurt his time, I'm sure. But that just shows you what kind of crazy track this is going to be tonight, as he finishes his first one just barely with a 30.6 as his first time. Hopefully the second one is a little better. But as I was saying, the officials are going to be a little more lax in terms of staying within the lines and whatnot. They're going to have their own set of rules and kind of call it from there. But they know this is a very tricky track, and in terms of qualifying, they're just going to, they're not going to be as strict as others or with other tracks. So we're just going to have to wait and see what exactly that means. Stone Crusher, more trouble, and slamming into the container on his lid, now on his side, and he's going to be done. He's not going to get a second time. A DNF for Stone Crusher, so very unfortunate for Marcus Kane. A 30.6 is the time that's going to be on the board for him. So that's probably going to show us what the rest of the night's going to look like as Ryan Hayward and Gas Monkey Garage comes out. See what he can do, see if he can go off of the errors that Stone Crusher had and kind of avoid them, if you will, as he's going into that second to last turn. I'm really excited to see what race day is going to look like, but this is going to be a tricky track. Gas Monkey Garage able to complete it with no issue, 25.94. So he is now your fastest qualifier as he gets ready and lined up for the second attempt. This is where Stone Crusher had his issue there, going off that jump in the center and crashing into the container. So I think it's all just about control and not getting huge air. Right here, this area right there, see, that's a pretty big air. If you can limit how high you go there, I think you'll be okay. Gas Monkey, though, some more trouble into the wall. He's going to back up and still go for a ride, though. I'm not sure if he'll get a faster time, though, even though he crashed into the wall, and he's flipping and skidding across the finish line at 29.07. That is dedication, trying to finish a run, even though you're on your lid. That was actually pretty funny to see, as Monster Mode Rottweiler and Undead Elkins come out, currently in fourth place with 33 points. That was funny, but the time to beat is 25.94 by Gas Monkey Garage. Trouble for Rottweiler, some more control issues. This is going to be interesting. I'm really excited for race day. I really want to see how all of this is going to play a big part in how the event goes. But see, look at that, a nice controlled small jump, and he was able to, it was a safer landing there. 25.44 for Monster Mode Rottweiler and Undead Elkins. So he is your fastest qualifier so far here in Greensboro. But yeah, this is going to be really fun to watch, to say the least. Going for that second attempt here. Let's see what he can do. He hits that jump very awkwardly, and he's rolling over. He's on his lid. Now he's back on all fours, and the officials are still going to let that slide. So far, we're going to have to wait and see until he finishes his run. They might just let him continue and let that count. And a 25.59. We're going to wait to hear from the officials officially. He's still your fastest qualifier as of yet, but I don't know if that second time will count, as Crush Station and J Space Racing come out. And I am hearing back from the officials that second attempt is going to count. So he is your fastest qualifier with that 24.59, I believe it was. That one's going to count. So that's what we're going with. Crush Station has to beat that time now if he wants to be the fastest qualifier and get that beneficial bye run into the semifinals. And a 25.62, so not good enough to beat the current time. Let's go for the second attempt. Hopefully he has a better outcome here. This is the one that seems to be getting everybody so far, is that second attempt. See, like that right there, that to me, that looks like it shouldn't really count, but I know it's tough to stay in between the lines. Maybe on race day they'll be a little more strict, but so far that was okay. That counts as an official run at 23.82 for Crush Station. So he is your fastest qualifier so far here in Greensboro. That is the time to beat as Son of a Digger and Arcanine 59 come out. So far, he is a two-time racing winner this season, and I'm sure he'd like to go for 3. Hopefully he doesn't face any of the other issues, or any of the issues that the other drivers have faced so far. So far, so good. I may have spoke too soon. No, he's able to control it. Let's see what happens here. He may have been going over there, but he just let off the gas a little bit at 25.59, so not enough to take the lead, but he played it safe, which was probably the best thing he could do as he goes for his second attempt now. Let's see, so the time to beat, and Crush Station got his fastest time on the second go-around, and the second go-around was the one that was giving everybody issues, so maybe it's turning around a bit. Who knows? We'll see. Oh, and he's rolling over, a violent rollover, and he's on his side. That's going to be it for Son of a Digger, a DNF. So we're going to have to go with that first time. So Crush Station still is your fastest qualifier as Whiplash and Morales TCS comes out, your current first place truck with 45 points. This track really so far is just eating everybody up. So far we've had 2 DNFs and 2 out of 5 trucks so far. That's almost 50%. So it's going to be an interesting one. I'm more excited to see too what freestyle is going to look like, because there really ain't much to work on. But she's flipping over, and she's not going to cross the finish line legally, so that's not going to count a DNF for Whiplash. So there you go, 3 DNFs so far. Hopefully she's good. They're going to do a quick inspection as she is cleared to go for the second go around, but she did not cross the finish line. She was out of bounds before crossing during that flip, so it did not count as she goes for a second go around. This is the one where she really needs to play it safe. She wants to get a time on the board, because she's in a dangerous spot right now. But very unfortunate. Let's see if she can finish this second one. So far so good. It looks like it could be a really good time as she goes for the final turn, and more trouble. Oh no, she's crashing into the wall. Another violent crash for Whiplash. Hopefully she's okay. That is not going to count, another DNF. So we're going to make sure she is okay and safe. But Crush Station is your fastest qualifier tonight. These are the qualifying times for the event so far here in Greensboro. As you can see, Crush Station with the fastest time, but Whiplash right now is the main one to be concerned about. That's your racing bracket. But we're gonna make sure she's okay, make sure everything's fine, the truck's okay, because that was a very, very violent crash. But there was the bracket. I'm sorry, Crush Station and Rottweiler are going to be getting the bye runs to the semifinals. This is the leaderboards after that. Whiplash now going down to second place with 46 points. Son of a Digger now in first with 48 points. But now just a quick word from our sponsors, W Energy. Be sure to use code Project Rod for 10% off your order as we move on to the high jump. So Stone Crusher is going to be the first one to go. I'm hearing word now that Whiplash is okay, or Morales TCS actually is okay, and she's going to continue the rest of the night. 41.6 feet for Stone Crusher. That's the height to beat so far, but that is very good news, especially after a violent crash like that. Now, we should probably go check the wall out and make sure there's no wall damage, because that's going to be a hefty bill to pay. A 45.5 for Gas Monkey Garage as his height, so that was actually pretty good. That is the new height to beat now. Massimo Rottweiler coming out. 43.6, not enough to beat Gas Monkey Garage. Now here comes Crush Station, your fastest qualifier of the night. Is he going to get another win here? Doesn't look as high as Gas Monkey, but we're going to have to wait and see. A 45.4, so he was actually almost just as high. I take that back. I'm going to have to eat my own words. But only good enough for second place. Here comes Son of a Digger. That one definitely wasn't as high. 44.5, so about a foot off. But good enough for third, if I'm not mistaken. And here comes Whiplash coming in after that violent crash. Thankfully, she is okay. Doesn't look like the best attempt of 43.5 for Whiplash, so not going to be enough to take the lead away from Gas Monkey. He is your high jump winner here in Greensboro. As you can see, here is the leaderboards for the high jump. Gas Monkey in first, Crush Station in second, Son of a Digger in third, Rottweiler in fourth, Whiplash in fifth, Stone Crusher in sixth. So Whiplash still hurting in terms of points. Now that gap is 4 points between her and Son of a Digger. Son of a Digger sitting pretty in first place with 52 points. So 3 more events to go. That's racing, skills, and freestyle. All this can change. I can't wait to see what happens. But just a quick reminder before I let you go, be sure to check out my Patreon for early access and exclusive content. Link on screen and in the description below. Thank you so much for watching.